Hi guys, welcome to the mix. It's weekly roundup time, and as promised, I'm following quite hot on the heels of last week's video, so trying to get more regular at doing these again. But indeed, new launches are coming, particularly this week, some very exciting stuff we've been waiting for. And yes, I think August is already looking a lot more action-packed than July was. Anyway, I'm back, and yeah, main event this week, as if you hadn't spotted, new Gym Buddy USA Doughnuts. Super cute, super pick and mixy, these bad boys right here. And what else? We've got Ghost Pineapple Flavour of Pump just came in. So we managed to get hold of this one pretty quickly after the EU launch on Thursday. So that was right behind us. I say EU launch, I think this was launched in the States as well at the same time. We've got a couple of snacky bits. We've got some Lodo stuff. They're also stuck on Instagram this week. So yeah, bunch to tell you about. And we're going to lead in with, yes, that main event, which is new stuff from our good friend Gym Buddy. Gym Buddy, the elusive man of mystery, badass action hero guy that he is, has bought his awesome donuts. Has brought some new awesome donuts to market. These ones, as you will know if you've read the post, are made in the US of A. So the home of the donut, if you will. And yeah, whole new bakery out there, whole new format of donut. And you'll notice the punning on whole there. I lent on it a bit heavily in the post and the listing, so not going to labour it too much here. But yes, it's a whole new world of Gym Buddy donuts. So yes, I'm going to take you through some of them here because they are a bit different, as you can probably see straight away. Right, yeah, so there's a sexy new look. So the American donuts have come in with this very cute and colourful vibe. Big fan of this. It's very, very pick and mixy. So I couldn't have designed them better myself, I have to say. We've got two flavours of these new guys. We've got chocolate and we've got cake batter. So I'm going to open each one and show you what we're working with. Obviously, you know the Gym Buddy UK donuts very well, the ones we've had for a couple of years. These are a whole new beast, so I'm going to lead in with this stuff. Right, my favourite, we have tried these in various stages of development as they've been coming over from the States here. So Tom is essentially Mr. Gym Buddy, and he is based in the UK, and this is where he's made them. He's in the Southeast and everything else, so this is why we've always worked very closely with him, because he's very close to us, quite literally. And the bakery, the UK bakery for his old donuts, the UK donuts, was down here in the Southeast as well. These ones, yes, actually in America, there's a team he's working with out there as well, and this has been in the works for a while. I mean, I don't know fully behind the scenes, but probably 18 months, 2 years. I mean, conversations been happening and work's been going on in earnest on these bad boys. Yeah, my favourite, to come back to the actual donut itself, my favourite is the chocolate by far. Cake batter, when I've tried previous versions, I was quite a fan of. I think now we've got the final versions here, it's all about the chocolate for me. So, with that in mind, I'll just open one of these to show you. So, so it's a motorbike outside. If you picked that up on the mic, yeah, so these really couldn't look any cuter. I'll open it here and then I'll bring it in to show you. So yes, protein donut, Gym Buddies, absolutely gorgeous, lovely matte finish on the packaging as well. I know it seems silly, but the devil's in the details and the rest of it. And first bite being with the eyes, these do look amazing. I mean, just how cute they are here with a little mini wall we've got going on. So couldn't be more a fan of the American donut than you take there. They've done with Gym Buddies USA. So with no more ado, here you go. Oh, they are quite wedged in the packet, particularly on the chocolates. I find the chocolate one seems to be a bit bigger even. Look at that coming out. There we go. Wow, this is a monster one. I mean, this is one of the biggest I've had. Boom. Right, first thing you'll notice, there's this strange white thing in there. Don't eat that. I've put a pop-up on the website to tell you about that. It's a stay fresh thing. So these are very, very soft, very, very moist, and emerging from the packet, yeah, they couldn't be more so. These are just to help control shelf life and moisture balance and the rest of it. Either way, not good eats. Don't eat that. Get rid of it when you open the donut, but there's the actual donut. Here you go. So if I can get a new one, I'm going to bring it in. So, hello guys. There it is. Gym Buddy USA. Okay, it's thick, it's substantial. I know it almost looks like there's a icing style sheen. I mean, the first thing you'll notice between this and the older UK donuts we've had for a long time is there's no icing. So I'll touch on the various bits at the end, the differences between the two products from Gym Buddy. But yes, no icing on these guys. I know it kind of looks like it's a sheen, but that's because how moist it is. So sorry for the excessive use of that word, but yeah, super soft and impressive. It's amazing he's managed to deliver it in the packet like that. So there you go. Texture-wise, yep, you can see that. Very, very, very soft. Yeah, amazingly cake-like. So this is my favourite. I'll take a quick bite here. Look at that. So yeah, I mean, fully like chocolate cake to me. Obviously in the classic ring-style donut format. Yeah. So the texture is unusual. As I say, it's cakey, but it's not cakey in the same way the Gym Buddy UK donuts have been. It's denser. It's I know these look a bit smaller than Tom's older donuts, the UK ones, but I think grammage-wise they're about the same. It's about 60 grams per donut. That's what we got going on here. It's just that they are quite dense. There's a certain girth to them, there's a certain weight to them, and I think so, if you take something between a donut and maybe malt loaf, and stuck the two textures together, you wouldn't be far off what we're working with here. Let's take it out of the packet. You can see the full thing. Boom. Yeah, quite substantial in the chocolate ones. So yeah, quite cakey, very moist. There's nothing in the way at the moment of chocolate chips or anything like that going on with sort of sprinkles. Obviously, yes, there's no icing there, but the format could definitely take it. So I know this is just the beginning, guys, and Tom has many ideas for more flavours to do. Obviously, they've got far more ability to do that out there now, far more ability in the new USA format, and same with things like doing these ones as gluten-free. These American ones are not gluten-free, whilst the UK ones were. Slight bummer there. But yeah, it's a different product. It is on Tom's radar, so he'd love to get the American donuts doing that too. And ditto vegan. He always wanted to do vegan here in the UK with the older donuts. And yeah, he just didn't have the opportunity. So now, again, far more scope, far more team, whatever else, he can actually do some of these cool things. But anyway, yeah, classic chocolate to start. The flavour is worth really touching on because the flavours I know have been uniquely developed for these two donuts. So again, knowing a bit more about the industry, many companies will just go, if they're going to make, whether it's a snack or a protein shake or a pre-workout, they will say, right, okay, I'll have this formula, and they put it all together, some more uniquely than others, and then quite often the flavouring is left till last, and all they do is sort of mask what's there, or just get something passable, something they can put on the label. So I'll have a chocolate, I'll have a vanilla, I'll have a strawberry, I'll have a banana, whatever it may be, these sort of off-the-shelf flavouring systems a lot of manufacturers use, which is consequently why a lot of products end up tasting the same. The same things happen with bars. So you can say, right, yeah, we'll have a choc caramel and a choc hazelnut, and then, the bars end up being the same. It's not a bad thing. It's just a certain lack of originality. We always like to work with certainly supplement manufacturers like Ghost or PE Science, who make a special effort to develop their own flavours. They're quite unique. And indeed, snack manufacturers do the same. And this is why we like Swolsome Foods and stuff. But again, with the handmade Gym Buddy donuts, with its UK, USA, we've got custom flavouring systems, particularly with these guys. So, so much work has been put into developing, and obviously these ones do not have icing. They need to do more work in the donut itself at the moment, and they've done that phenomenally well, particularly with this chocolate. It's darker. It's on the darker side. I find this actually a bit sweeter, probably, than the cake batter, which maybe is a bit odd. But it's tempered by the rich cocoa in there. So yeah, I don't think anyone will find these too sweet. But it is on the darker side for a chocolate, and you might even pick up a sort of coffee note. Again, I don't think there's actual coffee in there. Maybe the hint is sort of extract in the flavouring, but it's just the overall intensity delivered by the authentic chocolate flavour of these things. So yeah, I can't say enough nice things. I absolutely love the chocolate flavour on this one, and yeah, the texture itself, I'll show you versus the cake batter. I think, again, the cocoa might be working some magic there, but yeah, it's super cakey texture. It's like a sponge cake, but a very, very moist obviously appetizing sponge cake. So yeah, sponge cake donut, there you go. But yeah, the flavoring system's fantastic, and I've no doubt loads of you guys will love this one. This is my favorite. I think the sales online are neck and neck at the moment, but yeah, this is what I'm all about. I think that's Tom's favorite as well right now. So donut number 2, Gym Buddy USA Big Bad Donut number 2. We have got, in the very, very cute pink wrapper, cake batter. So bring this in a minute, but ooh, how good does that look? Yeah, I mean, really couldn't have done any better myself. I'm sort of, I've got a marketing background, so I always get a bit overexcited about these things. It's part of the reason I love Ghost so much, is because the labels all look fantastic. But yeah, I just, yeah, I can't give enough credit for what Tom and the team have come up with here. They even say like, welcome to Team Donut on it and things like that. Very cool. And what have we got? Delicious whole food. See those whole puns coming out again. Whole lot of love and everything. Yeah, cake batter, sorry. Getting carried away. So cake batter is a funny one because it's very hard to pin down what it actually should taste like. So the fact that you are, I mean, vanilla is the first note that comes through. I get kind of fairy cake. I get kind of maybe like, you know, there's like French cake, the Madeleine type things, the Madeleine. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, it's not fruity, but yeah, sweet vanilla is what comes through, and you can get that sort of spongy note coming in there. Cake batter, though, I mean, we get birthday cake things. We've even had cake pop from PES in a protein shake. For my taste buds, the best way I could pitch it, because they are similar, they are like a sweet vanilla, but birthday cake ones often will have a sort of fruity note. The companies tend to go for that nowadays, and just nice, even certainly in like the Battle Bites birthday cake bar, the PhD one, some of the protein shakes that are dubbed birthday cake, they have a subtle sort of, I know, strawberry background. That's often there, that lifts it a little bit, and certainly in a British sense, like Victoria Sponge, that's closer probably to a birthday cake than just a vague nebulous vanilla thing. These are American donuts first and foremost, though, formulated out there, American flavouring houses and American sampling groups and the rest of it. So yeah, a lot of American kind of input has gone on here, and yeah, not to spoil the surprise, but I do get a slight spicing in this, if anything. Like, it's very, very subtle, and it's spicing in the way that maybe pumpkin spice has been spiced. We're not talking chilies or anything, but maybe just a, you know, the merest hint of nutmeg or something. There's something to lift it. So yeah, it's the same way you get the slight coffee note in this. Again, it's been finessed to the nth degree, which is why you get quite a unique developed flavour. And yeah, ditto with this one. So yeah, coming back to the original argument, not birthday cake, not cake pop, but yeah, cake batter. And this is probably quite good because it's quite hard to pin down. So this maybe is a new trend. We have to keep an eye on it because Ghost gave us a pancake batter vegan shake. And a lot of people were like, well, actually, this doesn't taste like I expected it to. This doesn't taste of much at all. I suppose you say pancakes and you kind of think there'll be a maple thing going on, maybe cinnamon. There's maybe that in the background of the flavour, but overall it's a sort of generally sweet, biscuity note that comes through that shake, and it actually complements the vegan base of the Ghost shake very well. And same thing here, I think, with a kind of, you know, classically very traditional sort of vanilla sponge cake going on. Maybe the Americans might even call it yellow cake, that sort of thing. It's not got a custardy note, but classic vanilla. Anyway, shut up. Let's just open the thing. This one, boom, again, it's got the little strip in it. Not for eating. There you go. So we got this guy here. We got this guy here. As you'll notice, I mean, I'm going to bring it in this way. The chocolate one looks fatter. Bearing in mind, these are small batch manufactured. So even in the States, it's done like that at the moment. And every batch will be slightly different. There are many, talking to Tom, there are many, many variables that go into baking all of these things. Whether his UK donuts, whether these new USA donuts. So, you know, every batch will vary a little bit, both in intensity of flavour, size of donut, moisture, those are different things. But it's cool. It means every kind of experience, every fresh batch that comes in will be a little bit unique. And you can obviously play with these things. So we've been doing this a lot since we got them in on Friday. And you know, microwaving them, easy win there. So just 10 seconds in the microwave. And you've got an even softer, even more kind of unctuous, even more over the top sort of flavour coming through. And yeah, the texture from that one, it does sort of expand and open up. It's a lovely dessert doing it like that, particularly again on the chocolate. But you can obviously break these things up. You can put them into yogurts, flex, you know, so you can use the donuts as toppings. Perfect for sort of freak shakes and the rest of it. There's no kind of catastrophically sticky icing to cause problems here. So it's like a whole new world of doing that, as I said. So anyway, shut up. Yes, cake batter donut. There he is. I'm going to bring this in too. Boom. Okay, so yeah, again, classic ring donut. Slightly less consistent going round on this one, but it's the same grammage. So I think maybe the chocolate just puffs it up a little bit more. But as I say, it'll vary from batch to batch. So there you go. There's no icing to speak of, but you can see it's very moist as well. So my fingers are sort of leaving fingerprints on top. Again, with the texture, it's squishy. So yeah, like a sort of classic fairy cake, I suppose. Yeah, and the cute packaging. Right, I'll just eat it. Yeah, not a whole lot to show inside, but well, that's not even. I wonder what it's like eaten together. So obviously, yeah, you can stack these bad boys. So, what am I getting? Does it taste like batter? Not really. There is, I mean, they're not sweet. It is sweet, but it's probably less sweet than certainly we're used to in kind of birthday cake things, even cake pop type things. In terms of flavour on that, if you've had the PE Science Cake Pop Select Protein, it tastes a lot closer to that than it does to maybe more traditional birthday cake flavour shake that you're used to from some other companies. I don't know, what birthday cake ones have we got? Like Mark Lowliner's one, for example, or we always used to do loads of the birthday cake diamatized ISO. Like, it's a sort of classic birthday cake flavour. This is far more like the cake pop. I mean, with the cake pop, I said it was kind of custardy, and is that coming through? No. I mean, there's something else there. It's just, it is sweet vanilla, but as I say, there's a note of spice, and I think it just makes it a slightly more, what's the word? A slightly more, not elegant, slightly more sophisticated flavour. There you go. So maybe that's what they've gone for there. I think the Americans are certainly bigger on the sort of spicing in these things. Like maybe when you're talking pumpkin spice, obviously that's a big thing for them. And I've no doubt Tom's going to have some fun and do a pumpkin spice flavour. Certainly to appeal to the American market, but we'd love to get it here too. But yeah, it's vanilla and this one's chocolate. There you go. They're your two flavours. That's the right way up. Boom. So these are in the mix right now. Talking about numbers, and we'll come to Tom's other UK donuts in a bit, but on these guys, they've got quite a lot of protein in, very impressive, particularly on the cake batter, actually. So you've got to bear that in mind. I mean, that's probably what gives it some of its sponge texture. Is 14 grams. So for a 60-gram donut, 14 grams of protein, that's not bad. I mean, a lot of the protein bars are around about 60 grams, and they score, yeah, 20 grams of protein, but this is essentially a cake. So this is a kind of very novel form factor, and the fact they've managed to get so much protein into that is pretty cool. So the calories have gone up as a result, so a good chunk of that's from the protein, but calories are now, this is 160 on the cake batter, and they're a very reasonable 140 on the chocolate. So yeah, I wouldn't think twice about doing that, because for that level of indulgence and the kind of the girth of this thing, and yeah, slightly lower protein on this one. It's 11 grams on the chocolate one, but that's an easy win. And again, coming back to Tom's UK donuts, they are lower calorie. But for this donut he's released, the texture is very different, and yeah, there's a lot more moisture going on, and there's a lot more flavour crammed in there, and yes, that little bit of extra protein as well. So I think the calories have been put to good use in this new kind of USA format. But what else we got? They are low sugar, so they are still 6 grams or less a donut. So they're considerably less than your kind of average crispy creamy type donut. Obviously the calories at around 140, 160 for these two flavours, a lot less than your average kind of donut. So again, he's fulfilled his mission to do a low sugar, high protein, delicious doughy delight thing here. So that's always Tom's original goal with them. And what else is going on? I mean, they're vegetarian. And that's probably about all to say. I mean, as I say, these ones aren't gluten-free, but it's on Tom's radar to make the American donuts gluten-free too. And that's probably it. In terms of format, these presented with, obviously, far more grab-and-go friendly. And the other thing versus Tom's UK donuts is they had, we should actually have one of them sitting here. These guys here. You know, obviously a lot of wasted packaging here. Plastic, the cellophane seal, the wrapper on the top as well. pretty tricky to eat on the go, certainly before the icing starts sticking and everything and it starts making a mess. But obviously you eat the donut, you're left with all these kind of accoutrements of your, you know, donut indulgence that just got thrown away. With these, much friendlier to the environment, you've got a nice packet on the go, and it looks loads better too. So gone is the carbon fibre, and they're super cute, fresh, pink, colourful extravaganza that we have here from the USA. Now, also boxes of 10, worth saying too. So we have got new bundles on site. And there's the Tenacious Donut Bundle, so that's 10 and deep donut and like the musician. Yeah, another crap pun from us, but that's 10 to a pack here, so you can pick and mix across, at the moment, the 2 flavours that we have. And the boxes are actually probably smaller than the old boxes, the ones with Tom's UK donuts, because of the donut themselves just being more compact, and yeah, the box, you can squeeze more into it without all the extra silly packaging. So 10 to those, which is cool because we can offer slightly better value on that too. Ultimately, these will work out as a slightly more affordable donut, which is great. Means more donut for your money, means more snacking. So obviously the bakery's just whipping up at the moment. As and when, that's the goal. But the way we've done it on site, you buy the 10-pack bundle here, it works out cheaper than like the UK donuts do. And there's a 4-pack as well. So there's a Fantastic Four thing. Tom's a big fan of superhero stuff if you follow him on Instagram. So we thought that was more suitable rather than doing it for the donut. So we tossed up a couple of names. But the 4-pack, good idea. We thought just to now allow you to try both flavours, just a couple of each or whatever it is, in a kind of little snack-friendly portion. So yeah, it made sense to do it that way for us. So those 2 bundles are on site now. The 2 flavours, scarce first stocks, but we have a load more coming. And yeah, very excited to see what you think of them. Yeah, as I say, chocolate easily the winner for me. And there's obviously loads that you can do with that in terms of heating up and playing with it. But cake batter, yeah, we did split the team. We've tried it here, I've tried it at home with the family. And like certainly Marcus here quite liked the cake batter. He's not so fond of sweet. And on the back of that, he's like, you know what, mate, I actually prefer that one. So yeah, it's hard to pin down exactly what the flavour is, but mileage may vary. Obviously, it's all incredibly subjective. And if you don't like things quite as sweet, you might go for that one over it. But otherwise, yeah, chocolate is a classic. You can't really beat it. It's a lovely, intense, authentic one. So, all that said, I suppose we have to address the elephant in the room. And that is, what of Tom's UK donuts? What about the original UK Gym Buddy formula? So that's what I was waving about here. So yeah, we've had those in for, well, a couple of years, and they've been through, maybe you have or haven't noticed if you've been buying them for a while, but they've been through loads of different versions, and every single one has been a bit of a headache, truth be told. I mean, it's kind of behind the scenes, and it's yeah, I mean, obviously I don't know the fullest stories with this, but it's you know, Tom has done absolutely everything he can over the last couple of years to keep the UK donuts going. And I suppose, spoiler alert, what I'm going to say here is that for right now, UK donuts, the Gym Buddy UK ones you've been enjoying for a while, are no more. So you'll notice the listings have gone from our site. They will probably be disappearing from most other websites across the UK and elsewhere fairly soon as well. So we're obviously very sorry to see them go. And certain elements of those donuts going, so like the icing and stuff, I mean, that was a love it or hate it thing, a blessing and a curse. I mean, a lot of people very fond of it. Others just complained about the mess it made, and God knows sending it out and obviously manufacturing everything was a huge headache because it would come out differently every time. And yeah, it ended up being kind of a cross to bear, whilst also being the coolest thing about the donuts. So I think of all of them, that's probably what I'm going to miss most in new USA donuts. But yeah, it was the source of most of the problems with manufacturing these ones, and I suppose that's kind of where we're at now. Is that the USA product is so nice. It was, you know, it's coming out, you know, launching in America, looks so great. The new flavors doing that. So Tom was determined to bring it over here. I think first and foremost, these were designed for selling in the US, but it came out too well for Tom not to bring over to the UK, and it tied up quite nicely with the ongoing issues with the old style with the UK donuts. So yes, as I say, sorry to see them go, but these are a whole new product indeed. So yeah, they need to be judged as something totally new. So, I mean, they obviously look quite amazing. They've got their own USPs. They've got a lovely, great, stronger flavour. There's more protein in them. And the really exciting thing from my point of view, really exciting thing, is that Tom can finally have some fun with these ones. So we stagnated on Tom's UK Doughnuts a long time ago. In fact, it launched with 4 flavours, and some of you guys might remember the banana walnut cinnamon thing, that was discontinued a long time ago. So I eventually hid the listings from site because we constantly having to tell people, like, sorry, I don't know when it's coming back. But basically with the various manufacturing difficulties around that, it wasn't going to happen. And we were getting close with some of the other UK flavours as well. So I suppose, thank God, Gym Buddy USA was spinning up at just the right time, because otherwise, like, behind the scenes, there's a serious chance there was going to be no Gym Buddy donuts. So yeah, we absolutely love having these guys in and being able to carry Gym Buddy on in the mix. So there you go. If you have any more questions and obviously backstory to Gym Buddy UK, USA, Tom is very available on social media. So it's Tom Neal Fitness. You can find him there. Obviously the Gym Buddy thing, there's a new social media account. They've refreshed that one, relaunched with these sexy things. There's a new website coming, the UK one coming, Amazon, eBay, all the rest of it. Obviously, we will have them in the mix, but it's just a wonderful new start there. So it's fantastic to be able to get Gym Buddy USA donuts in and to have something new to play with after all this time on the Gym Buddy front. So I know loads of new flavours in the works. It's going to be much easier to spin these up now, bake them over in the States and bring them over. He wants to play with the format and stuff in terms of, yes, gluten-free, vegan. He's always wanted to do vegan, so now got a chance to do it as well. And it's just a very exciting new start, and we've been waiting a long time to get these in. I'm very excited to see what you guys think of them. So it's a donut, but perhaps not as you know it, at least from Gym Buddy, but very little in the market like it, and it's a lovely, moist, cakey, sweet, indulgent thing that's still incredibly justifiable, much healthier option for you. And we're certainly going to have a lot of fun promoting something that looks this cute and everything as well. So there you go, new Gym Buddy USA donuts in the mix now. And now we can get on to the other bits from this month. This week. We got loads more for this month. We've got Pineapple Ghost Pump in the mix. Pineapple Ghost Pump, brand new flavour launch. It's actually the 3rd flavour in the stim-free pump range. I'll say straight away it's a favourite of mine. I tore open a tub right away when we got it on Friday evening, and I can confirm it's by far the smoothest, most enjoyable of the pump flavours. The Ghost Pump product, yes, I've gone on about this before. It's stim-free, so if you're training late, that's fine. You just like to skin-splitting pumps and the rest of it, that's fine. I mean, they always play on that. If you really want to inspire envy in the gym and if you really want to be seen, this is the product for you. It's a load of classic pump product, pump ingredients. So glycerol, which you'll see on the back now advertised as Glitter Size, so that's the kind of key part of that. Citrulline, again vegan fermented, so it's a vegan friendly product, this one. Very effective there at 4 grams a serving. Arginine nitrate, again similar to Agmas, it's just like an arginine product, like a nitric oxide product. Estrogen for uptake, the usual stuff they do with absorption there. So I mean, Ghost love putting that in. Vegan friendly, gluten free, all the usual stuff. I don't need to go on about this. It is just a lovely, well-rounded product. Stacks great, of course. I did try stacking this with the tub I've got of the Sonic Cherry, which is an amazing flavour, and Dan promises me is going to make it to the UK. It was never released here, but yeah, it's like fizzy cherry pick and mix sweets, and I tried stacking it with this. Unfortunately, that flavour absolutely dominated it. It's one of their really sour candy ones. This one, as I say, it's really smooth. You can almost drink this as juice. It tastes so nice. It's almost like one of the aminos. And yeah, I don't know exactly what the best way to stack it would be. I mean, I'm really about, and I keep going on about this, but I love the burn product. I mean, yes, it's that time of year, but it's just, it gets me away from the beta-alanine. So if any of you guys aren't fond of beta-alanine, again, look to this. And it makes you sweat a lot, which is always a big sort of marker for a good workout for me. I really like to be dripping by the end of it, so that helps with that one as well. Plus, tons of nootropics. Not too much caffeine, no crash or anything like that, but the nootropics give you a really good feeling of well-being, mood boosting, focus. So if you are again on a cut, you're in a deficit, you're a little bit hangry, it's fantastic for that. Certainly if you're on a treadmill doing 60 minutes of steps or something, again, mood boosting can certainly help. It doesn't have any pump ingredients though. This is where this bad boy could come in. So for example, I haven't tried it quite yet, but if you take the mango, which is the best selling flavour of this, and stack it with the pineapple one here, I think that could be a lovely cocktail combo. Yeah, so you can actually do this on site if you go to the Pumped AF bundle. I have changed it so you don't just have to take the Legend for the stim component there. You can buy a tub of the Burn, and it's actually, Burn's a slightly more expensive product, so you actually save even more doing that. So yeah, a little extra value there, but that's probably a winning combo. Otherwise, yeah, if you want stim-free, pump on its own, easy recommendation from me, the pineapple one. So we got in as much as we could, obviously limited for the first launch, but that is in the mix already and good to fly, and yeah, I can personally vouch for it. I dived in last night. So, Ghost, thank you for that. Thank you for getting it over so quickly. Those of you waiting for the Chips Ahoy Whey, yes, we are getting it. It's about 2 months, I think. So it's due to relaunch in the States in about 6 weeks. This is going to be better, improved, tweaked formula, everything, more cookies. So they've done a load of stuff to it, but that's coming back in the States then, and we should have it after that. So I think they're probably going to fly some over, and we'll get as much as we can. But everything else is in stock in the mix. We just got the Green Apple Legend back in as well. That's been out of stock, and that's about it. Yeah, they're all there. So fine, fantastic. Thank you, Ghost. Okay, foodie ones. First one then, Low-dough. This is something I posted this past week. It's something we've had on and off in the mix for a while. I've got one here. Woo! Low-dough. So there you go, you get 2 wraps to a pack, 2 9-inch wraps. Most people, and they do call this bread and pastry reinvented, it is like a bread substitute. You can use it as a wrap, you don't have to cook it or do anything to it. Most people seem to be really excited about using it as a pizza base because there's sod all calories in it. It's like 39 calories for a wrap, of which then, that's a 28 thing, there's 0.1 grams of fat, 2.2 grams of carbs, 0 sugar, 2.6 grams of protein. That's amazing. So I mean, it's basically protein. I mean, there's nothing else to it. And yeah, carbs, which barely count, those ones. Fat-free, gluten-free, dairy-free. So gluten-free for a wrap, pretty cool too. Usually the gluten-free wraps is something I mentioned in the post when I looked into it. Usually when they take gluten out of a product, you actually find the carbs go up because gluten's like, the way it's used tends to offset some of the carbs. The things they have to put in instead of gluten tend to add to it. So you usually get gluten-free products that are actually, in terms of macros and diet, less good for you. So this offers gluten-free and next to no carbs in it. Keto, sugar-free, vegetarian, yada, yada, yada. There you go. It's not vegan because it's made with egg. So yes, anyway, I was doing the introduction. These are back in the mix. It's not the most exciting product on its own, which is why it's never first and foremost something we promote here. But you can use it to make lots of cool products. Obviously at BodyPower, they did it with like Eat Lean cheese and stuff to make pizzas. Very cool, very like macro friendly. You can do that. You can do pie crust, you can do quiches. We'll do a giveaway. We actually had the guys in back end of this week. But they do recipe books on site. They're going to send us some of these to give away. This is full kind of food porn stuff. Yeah, more on the savoury side, French toast, pizzas, veggies. So there's loads and loads of ideas there. Very, very nice, very, very nicely done. Their website's got loads of tips and tricks. In terms of you playing with it, it is expensive stuff. They are going to try and bring the cost down. And obviously in the pick and mix on the website, the more you buy, the cheaper it gets. Yeah, they are, there's various... there's best ways to make pizza bases, best ways to make various things. So if you follow their instructions, you'll get the most enjoyment from this. It burns very quickly, for example. So if you just shove it in the oven as is, it'll crinkle up and burn very, much quicker than, let's say, the ingredients you put on it to make a pizza. So you kind of have to sort of flash it in a pan first, then put the ingredients on, then do that. So there's a load of things like that in there when you read about it. Beyond that, slightly more fun and pick and mixy, new product from them. It's a brownie mix. So yeah, it looks quite functional. It's basically a brownie mix in a bag. But this is a new one from them they've been working on for a while. 65 calories of brownie. It's quite low fat for a brownie. It's reduced sugar, reduced carbs, so they're not nearly as magical as those, but they're still far less than your average gooey indulgent brownie thing. And that's worth saying because very easy to make. You just add water and mix. You can do it with milk as well to change the consistency, to change the calories. So you can have fun with it. But it's worth saying that it is very, very indulgent. So very, very rich, very, very cocoa-y. These are not diet tasting brownies. They actually taste like the real thing, and nice versions of the real thing as well. So when they come in at these calories, it is particularly as impressive. It's almost as impressive as how low calorie this is, given it tastes of basically nothing. So brownie mix, that's in there now as well. This makes, I think they say 9 generous brownies. So it is a little bit of an expensive SKU, but you do get quite a lot out of it. So yeah, it makes 9 generous brownies, and then you can top it with skinny syrups and God knows what else. You can have lots of fun beyond this, but they do taste really nice. Honestly, it's sort of worth the cash, like gourmet tasting. So we've had a load of fun with that. Yeah, we might do a bundle where you get the kind of the main course and then the dessert, and then we give you a free recipe book. We might do something like that. Maybe giveaways. Like we've been talking to the guys, we have some fun stuff. They have new products coming end of the year that are perhaps more pick and mix suitable. So kind of ready to eat or ready to bake, ready to cook at home and stuff, including, I probably can't say. But yeah, very pick and mix friendly for a couple of them, back end of the year. So yeah, we'll be doing some of it with them for now, but very cool, fun to play with. It's a little bit difficult to get hold of it. You can get it on their website, but then you have to factor in shipping and the rest of it. Yes, they do subscriptions to bring it down, but not a lot of companies in sports nutrition seem to do it. So yeah, we will happily send it around anywhere and everything. So if you want to try it, yeah, we're happy to hook you up. Last tiny little ones, Lodo, that's in the mix now, all posted on there, so look out for that in a bundle coming soon with a giveaway on the book. A couple of little snack ones, this is fun. Jim Jam's Milk Chocolate Dippers. So these are kind of like, I don't know, Dairy Dunkers, but done with chocolate. So you get tiny little mini breadsticks, and you get a fairly generous, actually, pot of this sort of sticky, gloopy Jim Jam's no added sugar chocolate spread. So this is kind of like Nutella, but to me it's probably slightly runnier. It's very nice stuff. It reminds me of the chocolate dip you used to get. I used to go to Little Chef when I was a kid. I don't remember you guys remember that. But they used to do sort of mini donuts with chocolate dip. It tastes like that chocolate dip, but obviously far more healthy and justifiable. So yeah, on the go. We only got these because of the really cute candy stripe, the baby pink. Obviously goes great with the Gym Buddy donuts here. And I think it's like $1.29 for a pot. It's about 250 calories for the whole thing. I don't know. It's definitely, there's not really a health benefit beyond the avoiding sugar thing. But yeah, it's very nice. It's very fun, very lunchbox friendly, if not gym bag friendly. And basically, I don't always think with my head when I'm choosing products to put in the mix. And we discussed this with the team when we saw how cute these were and they came up for grabs. We thought, why not? Let's get them in. I'm not sure anyone's bought them up at the moment apart from us, but they're a good fun snack to try, whether it's kind of, you know, Netflix and chill and you just want something like, you know, a little bit indulgent, but kind of like justifiable on a Friday night or something like that, or a night in. Yeah, they're quite cute. Whatever, they're in the mix, they're there if you want them. Otherwise, I'm sure we'll get through them one way or another. One that is going down incredibly well, breathtakingly well, surprisingly well, is, watch your space, Colonel Seasons. So here's just a handful, but there's about 15 varieties, I don't know. These things here, these little guys, yeah, very, very cute again. We do love our cute products. These are designed for popcorn. So yeah, loads of folks love popcorn. It's become a bit of a health thing now. Supermarkets are full of justifiable popcorn brands, just 88 calories and the rest of it. America, again, they came in from America. As with donuts, they're far more used to yeah, popcorns and products like that over there, and they're far more used to flavouring them in kind of guilt-free ways. So Colonel Seasons, it's just popcorn things. So they're very used to buying bags of popcorn, like flavourless, that you just put in the microwave, you pop away, you know, you zap it, as it 2 minutes or whatever else. So like kind of microwavable popcorn, and then you put this seasoning in and you shake the bag up, and boom, there you go. You've got a popcorn pick and mix flavoured, however you wish. So you guys can do that. We do get that here in the UK, although we are used to buying it kind of ready to go and flavoured. But there's a huge variety from really wacky stuff like dill pickle and yeah, bacon cheddar, which I'll mention in a sec, because everyone's so mad for that, to things like kettle corn, straight up salt, cheesy caramel, buffalo wing. I don't know. There's tons and tons of them. I didn't think these would sell. Millie said they would. And so we got some of them in, and yeah, they all disappeared. So we keep ordering more and more every time we can get them in from the USA shipment. We got loads last time. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, surprised me. I didn't call it, and yet people love it. And the fact that I think obviously competition season now, prep, you're looking for things that are just a handful of calories. And these are like 3 to 5 calories a serving, very intensely flavored, so a little goes a long way. I think people are using them on everything, not just popcorn. So you can put it on your chicken. You can put it on, I don't know, you could probably put some of them in your oatmeal. They actually do another one here, you see. The Tasty Shakes oatmeal mix-ins. So these ones are kind of traditional flavours, maple and brown sugar here. There's a strawberries and cream, there's a peach one. A few other things like that. They're designed more for sweet flavours. Again, you put a little bit in, mix it up. It's just like using a protein powder to do it, but obviously with essentially no calories. But they're all nicely done. Like the bacon cheddar, as I say, super popular. I've had loads of requests for this and it sold out astonishingly quickly. The concept of a kind of meaty popcorn for me, it is horrible. Yet everyone seems to go for that on the buffalo wing. God knows why. Maybe robust flavours are more satisfying when you're on a diet, or I'm not sure. So this is one I didn't call, but the guys overrode me. Millie particularly said, no, you should get these in. And they're going well. Anyway, we've got full restock, tons of the bacon cheddar, most of the other flavours too, up for grabs in the mix right now. And yeah, you'll see the amount of like posts on Instagram stories we're sharing where people are buying these things. And yeah, great. Anything you guys love, I will get in. So, you know, always fire over recommendations, always very amenable. Oh, okay, that is about it. I am knackered. So, covered a load of that stuff for you. Doughnuts main event, Ghost Pump, Colonel Season's back, Gym Jams, Lodo as well. There's incredible stuff here. What else can I talk about? Restocks. You'll notice Maddie has launched. So if you go to Swolesome Foods, a new website there, whole new look, very nice and pink, new logo, new packaging, new flavours, limited editions, all up for grabs there. She will ship to you as quickly as she possibly can. So it's the first time for a long time she's taken that on herself. So fair play to her. So I'm standing by to help if there's any big issues. But I think she's ironing out the kinks and they're doing a good job down there. She pre-made a load of the stock, so she didn't let anyone down. They're all good to go. We will be getting the same things, don't worry though. Massive order, biggest yet, has been put in. So we're still selling through the old style ones we've got, like nutritionally, much of a muchness. What you will notice is Snickerdoodle, it's been agreed, has gone. So that flavour of Thunderbar, if you're a big fan, that's definitely going to be rested for a time. We might bring it back in a new format, new label. What else? What else has been culled? Chocky PB cups. That's one that's been running for a very long time, and personally I'm a big fan of. But Maddie thinks it can be done better. He thinks we can do a better job. So whether it comes back as some form of PB Cup 1, better macros, whatever it may be, that has gone as well. So what's on there, what's in the mix right now on the site is the last of what we've got. So we'll have to do a big account thing and just make sure we get every single bar out so we can hook as many of you guys up as possible. Triple chocolate is still there, cookies and cream is still there. Cruise and Dreamy has become Cruise and Cream. Few tweaks across the range, but I mean, all for the better, I assure you. And there's a Strawberries and Cream limited edition. There is a half-baked limited edition. Yeah, like she's on it, and we'll have them as soon as we possibly can. Yes, I'm holding this, Yummy Sports. We're still doing the promo on the sexy Yummy Shakers. I only say that because like Yummy, they're all flying out, but if you get the Yummy Sports stack, you get a free one of these. So quite often we're seeing people buying the aminos, the Candies BCAA, for example, and the bag of Yummy Sports protein, the ISO, not in the stack. So not only do you not get the saving, but you miss the free shaker. Like, we catch as many of these as possible, but we do a lot of orders. We don't always have the opportunity. So basically, if you get a couple of bags or if you get the things separately, we are trying to add these in, but also we'd rather you choose the color. So we've got this lovely blue one, again, very pick and mixy, and we've got a lovely pink one, again, very pick and mixy. So you can pick and mix when you buy the bundle, whichever one you'd like. Or if you're not going to get that bundle and you want to do 2 bags, if you put it as the order comment and say like pink shaker please or something like that, we will make sure we get the Yummy Sports one in. So as long as you get Yummy products, happy to do that while we have the stock. I think there's some still PES high volume shots, last few of those on site, so next few PES products to go, we'll get them, then after that they're gone unless PES can hook us up with some more. That is it. Right, that is more than enough of me for today. I'm going to go and slink home. So thank you for watching, guys. And I do look forward to you trying these sexy new Gym Buddy donuts. It's essentially a new product with the power of the Gym Buddy brand and the thought and care that goes into the ingredients and everything. It's still there. It's still very much there. And Tom's at the helm. He's determined to make these work. And this guy's, you know, crawled over broken glass pretty much to get the product to where it is today. So I do hope you like it. Yeah, I hope you agree with me on the chocolate. I'll catch you next time, folks. Thank you so much for watching.